Hi, good morning. Welcome to Weekend Skills Lab. Today we're going to make roasted salsa in our kitchen. But first, we're going to have to gather all of our ingredients from the garden. Happy Sunday, friends. So it's about 9:30. I've done my chores for the day. I mowed. I weed eated the front yard. It doesn't need to be mowed, so I just weed eated the necessary parts. Our fire hydrant was leaking. Fire hydrant in front of the house, and it's been leaking for a while. Anyway, let me get started here. I figured I would go ahead and start coring some tomatoes, garden fresh, before the gates of hell open outside and it becomes 111,000. So what we're making today is roasted tomato salsa. This is not my recipe. It's not original. I'm sure there are 1,000 variations of it, but we're going to do this the way that I'm going to do it for today. And we're going to start by I'm just going to have these tomatoes. I have 8 pounds here of tomatoes. So I don't even know that this is a recipe because I can't give you exact measurements. I don't know how many I'm going to end up using. My second cup of coffee. I don't know how many I'm going to end up using, but for now we're just going to lay them. I'm just going to have them right down the middle. Lay them out on these sheets. And we're going to roast them. I'm hoping this weather turns soon because, whew, boy, it has not been that bad of a summer, to be honest. It hasn't been like 100,000 every day, but when it is, it's hot. I'm such a whiner, I know. We're in Dallas, Texas. There's like no relief from it, except in my little backyard, early in the morning, with my sad, sad garden. I'm just lining up these pretty tight so that I can fit them all. But we're gonna roast these in a 350-degree oven for probably 45 minutes. Or just until they're nice and roasted, caramelized. Dogs out here panting like they work hard. But I had to delay the filming because they were playing right in front of the camera, like super loud. Play fighting. I still haven't sharpened my knife. Play fighting for quite a while. So this is only 4 pounds of tomatoes in this bowl. I have 2 more bags. Figured if I'm not going to get my own tomatoes, I might as well buy store-bought tomatoes while they're in season. Where I live here, like I live not in my post office address is Dallas, but that is not the city I live in, and we don't have a farmer's market. The little city next to me has one on Sundays today. But I went to it one time. They were not, it was a farmer's market. They had fresh produce. The same produce I can get at the store. It was the name brands. Everybody, yeah. It wasn't what I consider a farmer's market. There is a farmer's market in Dallas. But where I live in Dallas and where it is in Dallas is a trek. I don't like to drive in Dallas proper, so I don't. Now what I do get from that little farmer's market next door is some homemade goods. The candied jalapeno jars, I get those from a vendor there, and then the basil seasonings, I get those there. Although I can make my own now because I have my own basil. Sometimes it's just nice to support other people to do the work for you. And you can. They're trying to make a living too. There's a lady there that makes quilts out of t-shirts, and I've been wanting to do this for my kids because I have kept every single like souvenir t-shirt and school shirt all through the years. My kids are 18 and 19 now, so we have a lot of shirts. The little baby shirts. My kids are also adopted, so they're all adoption outfits. So I've been wanting to do that, but finding someone to do it for the price that I'm willing to pay is obviously not going to happen. So I don't know how to sew. I don't know how to quilt. That may be something that I need to learn how to do. However, it is very intimidating to me. More intimidating than this. Got this other pan. I found these pans. One of them, I think. I got one of these pans at Goodwill for $10. These are the stoneware, Temper Chef stoneware. And then a friend of mine at work gave me the other one. A friend of mine at work gave me this other one because she said she doesn't like to clean them. Obviously, probably never used. So I was like, heck yeah. But these are really good because they hold the heat better and more evenly, and things don't burn in them. I love the pizza stone. Fantastic. So what I'll probably have to do is roast a round of tomatoes and then roast the onions and other ingredients separately. So this is going to have obviously tomatoes. I'm using Aroma tomatoes from the store. And I have garlic and onions and a couple of different peppers and limes. So we're going to roast everything except the limes, of course, and blend it all together in the blender to make a salsa. You know what? I can go get a cookie sheet and just make part of it on just a regular metal sheet. I don't have to do everything on these. That's all that's going to fit on these sheets. So I'm going to go start using the oven and get them going and chop some more. You know what? I'm going to have coffee first. Just got some metal baking sheets to finish this up. These first tomatoes are in the oven. I'll leave some parchment paper on it. The flies have come, and I may have to go back in. Last tomato. So I just have a variety of peppers. This is the jalapeno. These are serrano. And if If you want it milder, of course, you just take out the ribs and the seeds, but we're gonna have it hot. Yeah. So I'm just gonna cut these up in half and let these roast with the tomatoes. And I did rinse everything off, don't worry. And this special prize, baby, is from my garden. It's a banana pepper. A little one. Okay. So that is our peppers. Yeah. I'm going to do 3 onions. And they don't have to be anything special. We're not chopping, we're not dicing, slicing, none of that. We're going to lop them in half and stick them on the pan. I can quarter it, I guess. To make it easier for the blender, I'll quarter them. And I've seen this done, I'm going to try it. We'll just have to squish them out at the end. I'm going to try this. All that's left is the limes. I'm not going to roast those. I'm going to get these ready for the oven, wash my hands. Take the trash out, wash my hands. I've got a dog hyperventilating over there, so I might let her go back in. It's not that bad. Probably 92 by now, I imagine. Feels like 1,012. Supposed to get up to 105, 106. So I wanted to enjoy as much of this morning as I could outside because I know this afternoon the air conditioner is going to be on overload and we're not going to be having any of it outside. So, alright. Catch up with you in the kitchen. Alright, the first batch is out of the oven already and I have taken the skins off the tomatoes, and you can take these skins. See if I can touch this yet. Yep. You can take the skins if you want when you're done and dehydrate those and make tomato powder, but I'm not going to do that. I've bought tomato powder in the past. I don't use it that much. So okay, so I blended up the first pan of tomatoes and it wasn't that much liquid left. It's a little. That much liquid left in the pan. Cooks out in the roasting process. So I've already blended this up. I'm going to go ahead and pour it in. I have to do this in batches as I'm doing it in the blender. My food processor isn't that big either, so it wouldn't have helped. Okay. So I'm going to get the next batch. There it is in the bowl. get the next batch in this blender, blend it up, and maybe by then the onions and peppers will be ready too. And there it is in the bowl. I'm not adding anything else to this until we get our other ingredients in here. I've got the onions in here and a little bit of tomatoes and peppers, and I'm gonna just blend this together. Okay. Onions, some of the peppers, a couple of tomatoes in here. And that's what we're looking like. One more batch. I missed a crucial step in roasting the garlic, and that is to cut the top of the head off so that it's easier to squeeze out. You don't want to see this mess that I've had to make of this. I'm going to put in a pretty hefty serving of basil salt. I don't like cilantro, so I'm not going to put that in, but this is basil salt that I made, and I'm going to put a couple of tablespoons in to start. I like salty salsa. So, and here is our lime juice. It's a little over, it's about half a cup. Okay. Blend all this. Oh yeah. One more thing. I'm gonna put a little bit of cumin in. Ground cumin, about that much. And then we'll taste this, obviously, and adjust it. And we're done. So if I'm gonna can this, which I do intend to can it, I can't put honey in it. The recipe that I'm kind of following calls for honey, but you cannot can if you use honey. And I really do want to can some of this if it's good. Obviously, we're gonna taste it. So if it needs a sweetener, I'm gonna put sugar. But first we're gonna get it good and mixed up. So this is a real smooth, because I put it in the blender, it's super smooth, like restaurant style. I feel like yours chunkier than just dice and chop. This is super smooth. All right, we're getting ready to taste now. Just like it is. Grab a chip. They're spicy. I need more salt. Lord have mercy. I like spicy, but that's spicy. Let's try it. No, I'm scared. No, I'm scared. Let's try another bite with the extra salt in it. Hold on. All right, here we go. Land it on the counter. We're good. The salt helped. Drop my chips. So spicy. You know what I'm thinking about? Instead of adding sugar, this is already stupid hot. And it's not going to make any difference if I add some more hot. Those candied jalapenos. Hold on. So that little farmer's market that I was talking about, I get these candied jalapenos. Somewhere on there. Mean Misas or Misses. This has sugar in them. Ooh, my mouth's on fire. We'll just put some of these in with the juice. And the syrup, basically, is what it is. There's the garlic. Okay. Alright, let's try again. Yep. Yep. Yeah, I think that's that little bit of sweetness. It toned down the heat, actually. Or my mouth is just numb at this point. Could be. I'm gonna sit here and eat the whole bowl. Mmm. There's the heat. It's back. Mmm. Alright, well thanks for coming with me today to my garden to pick our groceries. And I'm going to jar some of this up. I'm going to take it to work, share it with my coworkers. I don't think I'm going to can any of it. I might have to. I'm going to leave it in the fridge for a couple of days and see. Oh, my mouth's on fire. I may can some of this up in a day or two. If I do, I'll bring it along. This will hold in the fridge for a couple of days at least until I decide what I'm going to do. See how fast it goes. It may not last long enough to can any up. So, thanks for being here today. Thanks for watching, putting up with me. I'll see you again soon. Thanks. Bye.